not a fan of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but the president has the presidential rights, and then he has everything within the ambit of the law to deal with the Fulani miscreants, the Fulanis who have vowed to make life unbearable for those of us who reside in this space. The Fulani said, according to Buba Galadima, a Fulani elder statesman, he came on national TV and he said, that video just watch now. He said, the Fulani, there will be civil war if Tinubu appoints a Yoruba INEC chairman. Now, if elder statesman Buba Galadima, if he forgets things so easily, for good 8 years, President Muhammadu Buhari, the late President Buhari, a Fulani man also, while he was the president from 2015 till 2023. He appointed every officers, head of government agencies, and head of government parastatals and agency as Fulani. In major agencies, there were Fulani leaders. No person from other tribe was considered and was given a very good portfolio, major portfolio. The service chiefs, the Fulani, custom, Fulani, aviation, Fulani, NNPC, Fulani, INEC, Fulani, ports, Nigerian Port Authority, Fulani, Nigerian Telecommunications, Fulani. That was how major other tribes were slaves to the Fulanis. And under these 8 years, for these 8 years, other tribes kept silent. Though we were not pleased because federal character was not replicated in what Buhari was doing then. We from the southern people did not say anything. We were only watching and we crossed our finger crossed, knowing fully well that one day this whole thing go backfire. And now, fast track to 2023, that Buhari left office. Today, Tinubu is now the president of Nigeria. The Fulani is now threatening civil war. Let them bring the civil war. We are waiting patiently. Because for good 8 years, that the Southern was able to endure Buhari's sledgehammer. Buhari that was giving appointment to the Fulanis, repented Fulanis were being integrated into army, custom, immigration. Why people who merit it, people in the South, was not even considered for appointment. Today, the South are now threatening for civil war. Civil war. If there should be civil war, they ought to have been civil war since 2015 till 2023. Because for good 8 years, we were able to tolerate Buhari nonsense. We were able to tolerate Buhari heavily marginalization. And now Tinubu is not dealing with people. If I were Tinubu, I will sack all the Fulanis in INEC. If that will lead to civil war, let it lead to civil war and let Nigeria break up. If that will lead to civil war, let it lead to civil war. Because we cannot always pretend that everything is well when all is not well. On this issue of President Tinubu dealing with the North I am in support of it. Because the North should not feel they are more superior than any other tribe. The North should not feel they have monopoly of violence. The North should not feel that everything is at their beck and call. That see any president that does not do their bidding, that president has to leave office. On this issue, and now they are also warning the president that the president should not appoint a Yoruba man. What an audacity from these Fulani miscreants. The North kept quiet when Buhari was appointing the Fulanis, giving them juicy offers that every other regions were being deprived. Every other region was crying, was begging for appointments. But we maintain our cool. We did not act. We did not call for violence. And now that Tinubu is not dealing with them, they are crying. One thing I want to say to the elder statesman, that Buba Galadima should go and sit one place. Buba Galadima should go and sit one place. If that will bring for the breakup of Nigeria, we don't care. We don't care. Because other tribes has always and have heavily been marginalized. You are crying. What of the Igbos who have been always been marginalized? Because what will the Igbo say? What will the Igbo tribe say? You are now daring the president that if you appoint a Yoruba man as the INEC chairman, there will be civil war. Let there be civil war. For 8 years, that Buhari was busy appointing people who does not merit it, appointing Fulani here and there. Nobody called for civil war. But because now that we have that a southern president is now fixing the southern people, appointing southern people, now you are there busy crying foul, crying for civil war. I think the Fulanis are just too overhyped. They are too overhyped. Because if they are not overhyped, their matter should not be a subject matter and trending issues. As a president, you have every power you are the commander-in-chief. Who the hell is Buba Galadima? For him to call for civil war. The same Buba Galadima did not call for civil war when Buhari was the president of the country. They were not eating praise on Buhari because he's a Fulani man. That is the highest standard of hypocrisy in Nigeria. So a Fulani man is the current INEC chairman. So you want a Fulani man to succeed Fulani because Nigeria is now a Fulani state. Because Nigeria is now a Fulani state. That is what they have turned Nigeria to, a Fulani state. So a Fulani man will take over from Fulani because they are not capable people in the Igbo land, or probably in the Ijaw and in the Shakiri. So all what we've come to do is to serve Fulani. so that Fulani can lord over us. So that Fulani would automatically own Nigeria because Nigeria belongs to them. So now Fulani will come serve for this country. So we, the other tribe, we don't have say again. And for him to have come out to boast on the national TV, that is the height of it. And that baffles me. That the DSS, are they afraid of Buba Galadima? If it was an Igbo man or person from other tribe who has come out to say there will be civil war, DSS would have gone after such person. So we tweeted about the president. Today, DSS is going after Showore. But the Fulanis, DSS will not go after Fulani. DSS, are they afraid to arrest these Fulani bandits? Or see, are they afraid to arrest the Fulani leaders who come out on air to talk or to speak carelessly? That is the situation we find ourselves. That is the current situation we find ourselves. My advice to Buba Galadima, that nothing will happen. Nothing will happen because a Fulani man cannot be the chairman of INEC now, and then a Fulani man also succeed him again. How long can we continue with it? How long can we deal with it? So if that is the question, at this point, let every region go on their own. The Fulani must know that Nigeria does not belong to them. Enough of all this shenanigans. How can a particular tribe be acting as if the Nigerian space and the Nigerian system belongs to them? We must cut off this menace and this shenanigan. We've seen most persons who have refused to come out and speak their mind just because they are scared of the Fulanis. If today is your first time of watching, please can you like this channel, subscribe on this platform, like the videos, share, comment for more political discourse. We need to tell the Fulanis the truth that the Nigerian system and the Nigerian space does not belong to them alone. We've had so many Fulanis acting as if this entire space belongs to them. But I want to tell you that enough of all this shenanigans, enough of this nonsense. How long can we be under contraption? How long can we be enslaved because we claim to be in a country fighting for one Nigeria? The Fulani militias migrated from the Fulanis Island, and now the conquest is driving heavily towards them with the mindset that Nigeria belongs to them. But I can tell you with every conviction that until we come out and call a spade, these people will not turn against this their shenanigan, this their nonsense. It is becoming too unbearable that the particular tribe believes nobody can hurt them. That the particular tribe believes the unity of Nigeria is tied to them. That the particular tribe believes without them, nobody dares go anywhere. And I don't blame them. I blame the system that have given them that power for them to continue in this menace. I blame the system who gives them pardon, who grant them amnesty, even in the midst where things ought to have been called a spade. That is the current place we tend to find ourselves now. And now, every now and then, the Fulani militias are buying people on a daily basis just because of the negligence of the government, just because we have a failed state, and just because the government itself is not ready to take responsibilities. If they are ready to take responsibilities, the Fulani militias will not be given that such enormous power to act as if they own the country. They will be given such enormous power to act as if without them Nigeria cannot survive. It is high time we should call a spade and tell them the truth that these people migrated from the Fulatelo Island, from the Sahel place down to Nigeria, and now these people have so become a menace into the Nigerian space. It has become a problem that making every nooks and crannies of the society. A major menace that the government has failed to even address the issue. And now the problem is now waxing, is now degenerating on every now and then. But the question is, how long can we continue to manage this menace? How long can we continue to deceive ourselves in all of this? How long? And all of these are the attributes of a failed state. All of these are the attributes of a failed state. Because Nigeria as it stands has shown that nothing can work. When we say the biafra should go, you say no. Let the Yorubas go, you say no. You see how the effrontery to believe that you own this country. You see how the effrontery to believe that one Nigeria belongs to you. My brother, you need to bury your face in shame. You need to bury your face in shame. Because as it stands now, nothing can work in the country. Nothing is working in the country. We are in a state. We are in a state where everyone is trying to save their life. Because to me, we've seen it all. We've seen it all. And it's not working. And it's not working. That is the current state of the nation. That is the current state where the people tend to find themselves because of the failed system, because of the failed government. It is now crippling him. It is now crippling him into the system. It is now crippling him into the system. And we see leaders who cannot come out and speak their mind. We've seen leaders who cannot come out and speak up when the Nigerian state is in a total chaos. With leaders who cannot speak now that the country is in a total mess down. For the question is how long can we continue to remain in this contraption called one Nigeria? How long can we be fooled? How long can we continue in this mess? The country that is not working. A state of the nation that is full of lies, deceit, and propaganda. The question is, how long can we continue like this? If today is the first time of watching this kind of this channel, like this video, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much.